Okay, part two. Um, yeah, some of you guys, it's just too much. They've done too much. It's been too much time has passed. You've really worked on your healing, and you're just not in love with this person anymore. You may always love parts of them till the day you die because you did have a soul connection. This person is part of your soul cycle, part of your soul family. Um, but this is the final time of the lessons and the hurt and the pain and stuff that you guys have repeated lifetime after lifetime. This is it. This is not going to happen anymore because you stopped it. You walked away. You ended the cycle. And if you let them, they will try to repeat the cycle with you because they're so caught up in it and they don't understand the spiritual stuff like you do. They are not at the level that you're at, and they may never be. You have opened them up. They do see more than they used to see, and they have done some major self reflecting. They are even admitting to themselves that they did you wrong. And in their heart of hearts, they truly do want to make it right. It's just, can they? Do they have the willpower to truly change, or are they going to revert back to their old ways the minute they get you back? You've got to watch that because this person is an aging player. They've always played these games. They've always gotten what they wanted. They've always had women chasing them or men. It doesn't, there's no gender in the tarot, so you take it how it resonates. But they've always had people after them in some way, and they've always had attention. And so they're addicted to that. And when you came into their life, you were like a ray of sunshine. They had been through some really dark stuff themselves. This person has had a very tragic life. They've been through some major, major trauma. But instead of self reflecting and healing, they have turned it into a way to manipulate other people and use other people to get what they want. And they justify it in their mind because if they do it this way, they're not going to get hurt like they would if they were actually making themselves vulnerable. Um, with you, they couldn't play the games they always played. They tried, but you didn't respond the way people in their past had responded, and it just threw them for a loop. And they truly thought that when you guys split up, they may have been the ones to leave the situation, even if it was your idea. However, it went down. They thought, well, whatever, I'll just leave. There may have even been some words where you let them know, hey, I'm not feeling this anymore, and I just, maybe you tried to put them in the friend zone, and their ego, man, their ego exploded. They're like, okay, you want to put me in the friend zone? I'll put you in the friend zone. But what they didn't understand was they thought the friend zone was they would still have access to you. And to start with, you may have even tried to let them keep some access, but the more you guys were apart, and the more you started to work on your healing, the less you resonated with them and the less you wanted to talk to them. And eventually you cut them off and you don't talk to them anymore. And now they're realizing, it may have took them a while too, guys. This may have been years have played this out, but now they're realizing you didn't chase them and you're not coming back. And so they're going to panic and they're going to try to love bomb you. They're going to try to get back on your good side. They may even try to come at you as a friend to start with. They, bless their hearts, they really just don't know how to be with you and how to be with themselves. They don't know how to self-regulate or self-soothe. And so they look for all these external sources, and unfortunately they're just not healed. They're still a page. They're actually the Knight of Pentacles in reverse that came out earlier in the reading. But I knew I wasn't supposed to read it right then. They're still a page, a knight. They're barely a knight. Yeah, I would say since they've done some of this inner work, now they've moved up to knight status, but they're still in reverse. So they've still got so much work to do. And if you get too involved with them at this point, they're just gonna repeat their cycles. But I think that you are wise enough now, and you've gotten far enough away from that you'll see it from a mile away and you won't allow it. So it's up to you how you participate with this person. I would keep them at an extreme arm's length. I feel for this person. I've got a person like this in my life, just so you know. And I feel for this person. I know why they are the way they are. I know what makes them operate the way they operate. And I know deep down in their heart of hearts, they love me to death. They don't know what to do with me, though. because they just are not on my level spiritually, mentally, physically, any of those things. They want to be, and I could feel it beneath the surface that they could be, but they just have so much growth to do, and I know that I'm at a different level. So I'm not even sure how I'm going to respond when this person comes back around. I know I'm not going to get in a relationship with them, but I also know we're like light posts to them. We're a guidance, and they're really fighting some dark demons. And this whole life right now is a big spiritual battle, and that's why we're here. Those of us that are of the light, we're to hold space for people, and we're to be a light. We're to be an example, but we're not to let them drag us through their karma or their darkness. So it's a fine line. If you can keep yourself separated emotionally enough to deal with this person again and to help them get through these moments, then more power to you. But if there's any chance at all that it's going to drag you backwards, just stay away. You're not responsible for this person. Ultimately, they're responsible for themselves. You just feel this strong connection with them because they're still energetically tied to you. And like I said, this is lifetimes of stuff, guys, that you guys have been through. And every lifetime it ended with them betraying you and hurting you. But you would just keep chasing. In this lifetime, you're not chasing. So you broke that cycle. I would say let it go, because this emperor person that came out at the very beginning of the reading is just right around the corner for you. If you haven't already met them, some of you have already met them. They're in your reality. You just haven't identified who they are yet. And some of you have not met them yet. They're lurking and waiting and seeing. They probably even know that you've been through this heartache with this other person, and they're wanting to make sure that you're completely over that before they get involved with you. Because they already have very strong feelings. They already feel very protective of you, and they already want to take care of you, but they don't want to get hurt. They've actually been through some things in their past too, but it's what's gotten them to the same level as you are. You are an empress. You're past the queen. You're the empress. The king and queen of cups did come out, but that's just the perfect match. This person, if you don't give in to your past, if you don't return to your past, this other person is your divine counterpart. They're on the level that you are. And I think that this is the actual first lifetime that you're going to meet this person and be with this person, because you've never known a love like this is coming for you. You've always dealt with trauma. You've always had trauma bonds with people, but this is not going to be a trauma bond. You're actually going to be in a really good place when you meet this person. It may feel like chaos in your life right now. It may feel like everything's falling apart, and actually it is, but it's so that it can come back together the way that it's supposed to. You're going through a test of faith right now. You're going through a test of your strength, and you've been through these battles before. You've been through these trials before, so you're handling it different this time. You're not hanging on to things like you did in your past, and you're clearing out the old to make way for the new. So it's about energy too, and frequency, not just physical stuff. You're literally cleaning out things and letting go of things that no longer serve you. You may be cleaning up your diet. You may be cleaning up your household space. You may be moving. A lot of you, if you're not moving, you're going to be moving, and you need to move. You need to clear that energy and get into a new space. Or if you're not moving, you're going through and cleaning and organizing and restructuring and reframing, and you're creating your dream. There's some of you that are in the perfect place to do that, and you're actually starting to allow yourself to do it, to believe that your dreams can come true and that you are in the right place. We're going to go to part 3.